This is Storm Team 8.
We told you last night that cold front would move through pretty quickly, providing clearing skies today. And you can see that has happened exactly as promised here on Storm Track Live. Satellite radar composite shows clear skies across most of lower Michigan, starting to get that way here across the Upper Peninsula. The rain showers now for Lake Huron or Lake Ontario and Lake Erie as they continue to push eastward. We're done with it. In fact, it's just about done here in Detroit up towards Sarnia, and that'll be the end of it as it crosses the international border here. And we prepare for sunny skies the rest of today. Behind that front, temperatures have cooled down. You remember yesterday we topped out at 77. Right now we're at 67 with highs today in the low 70s likely across West Michigan. And look at this little channel of green here, the cooler air. 57 now in Detroit. That's just because we're under the cloud cover and rain here on the east side of the state. But for us, we're done with that. We obviously have been allowed to warm up a little bit. And that's going to lead into a nice night tonight. If you're headed out to a high school football game, we have clear skies with a sunset tonight at 7:53, a light northwest wind shifting over to the west and tapering off here as we head through the rest of the evening. Halftime temps ought to be in the mid 60s and low 60s by the time you head back to your car or walk home later on tonight. Winds now have shifted. We had a southerly component to the breeze the last several days. That's what brought in the warmth and the amount of moisture, the fair amount of moisture that we had in the atmosphere, especially the last 24 hours. But northwest winds and north winds bringing in cooler, drier air. We're at 67 in Grand Rapids, 66 in Kalamazoo. A little cooler here in Jackson where the clouds just exited a couple of hours ago, but you can see 70 here right along the Lakeshore, Muskegon and Holland where we've had sunshine for several hours now. Our 24-hour forecast, clear skies the rest of today. By the time we get down to 6 p.m. tonight, mostly clear, 72 in Grand Rapids, 70 in Greenville. Overnight, temperatures will taper off a little bit with clear skies allowing for some cooling to take place. You can see upper 50s here on my map. By daybreak tomorrow morning, overnight lows will fall into the mid and lower 40s. So a cool night tonight, a little bit cooler than what we had this morning. By midday tomorrow, sunshine again and mild temperatures. The 8-day forecast calls for the nice weather to continue. 72 here today, mid 70s over the weekend with plenty of sunshine. Another system looks like it's fairly potent, arrives early next week, Monday night. And that's when we start to cool off. Thinking about ArtPrize, we start our first broadcast Tuesday 5 p.m. down to the Graham studio, and then ArtPrize officially kicks off here on Wednesday. Looks like a cooler weather pattern and temperatures stuck only in the low 60s with a good chance of rain. So this is what we're looking for as we kick off ArtPrize here next week, looking out perhaps 7 to 10 days. Some scattered showers are possible, and it's going to feel more like early fall than late summer. I don't want fall to be a scary word. I mean, ArtPrize is kind of like, you know, that's when we kick off fall here in Grand Rapids, and it's not supposed to be 85, 90 degrees. Right. We're going to have temperatures more like in the 60s. And keep in mind, things will change. This is just a temporary pattern. So you talk about the second or third weekend of ArtPrize, we could certainly be warmer than that. I'm not making any promises, but it looks like the start of ArtPrize a little cooler with a chance of showers.
We're saying goodbye to those hot temperatures that we
most likely
used to.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kyle.